Hello.
Hello.
All right, cool.
Hello. All right, cool. All right, cool.
All right, just 1 second and we'll get this started. All right, so today going to be ripping and sorting through some cards that I'm going to be sending out to PSA to get graded and answering any questions about sports cards, business, reselling, or anything else you may have. So feel free to write any questions in the chat or any comments, anything like that. These are like micro cloth rags. This is what I use to wipe down cards I'm sending out for grading. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me know if you could hear me in the chat. Oh, this is a big ass one. I just got a nice pack of huge micro cloths. Let me get a knife. So something that I've been ripping to send into PSA to get graded is these Topps 2020 baseball complete sets. This is the green one here, which is the Walmart exclusive. And I've also been buying and ripping the Target exclusive, which is purple. But you do not want to buy the blue one, the blue version of this, which is just the base version, because you don't get any of the extra cards in it. I'll show you when I open this one up. So this is literally the entire baseball set, series 1 and 2. So every player is in here, including all the rookies. And the green Walmart set, 1 in 3 sets are actually, the entire set is a variation. It's called Gold Stars. So it's basically like a parallel of the normal cards, which adds more value. And also you have a chance for your set to be numbered out of 299, 99, or even 1 of 1. Probably not going to happen, but always possible. Yo, Deatlin, what's good? I need to get a better webcam, but so each box comes with this pack of 5 rookie image variation cards, basically. So what that means is that the only place you're going to be able to find these cards in this pack is in either the green or the purple set. So there's a lot less of these cards than the regular base card, which adds a lot of value. And actually, people are even selling this 5 card set for around like $20-25 on eBay, which I've also just been buying loose sets because, I mean, it's just so cheap. So usually I just save this till later, and I'm going to probably do all of those at once. And it also comes with the green one, a pack of 5 foil variations, not variations, but like a numbered card, numbered out of 264. So I'll open this, see if we get any good ones. Joey Votto on the front. Even if you don't get a great player, usually these, since they're numbered, they're worth a couple bucks. Joey Votto, Ryu, Colton Wong, Cole Calhoun, and James Marvel, who is a rookie. So nothing great out of that. Penny sleeves, you got to have them if you're going to be opening cards. I see a lot of people opening cards that don't have any experience and they don't have any supplies with them, and they just open it and they just like leave the cards everywhere, and that's exactly how they get damaged. It's not very fun sleeving the cards. Sometimes it's challenging, but like you got to do it. How do you get so many packs? So you use a bot on Walmart or Target, or do you find them in store? That's a great question. I used to get most of the stuff through botting myself, but more people have started botting, making it more difficult. So depending on what it is, I either get some on release or I just buy it from individuals who got it on release. So these green sets, found some of them in store, did get a couple of them online, but a lot of them I've just been buying out from people. And so if you're wondering what I do with cards that are like, worth a couple bucks maybe, but not worth grading, like the 5 I just opened, I stack them up, save them up, and I send them out to comc.com, which means check out my cards. Basically, you pay a 30-cent fee. They scan your card front and back, and they list it on their website. And they also will list it on eBay and Amazon, so you have your card listed on multiple marketplaces. Of course, they take an additional fee for doing so when it sells, but it seems to be the easiest and the most time-efficient way to sell these cards that are only worth a couple bucks, or even some of the cards that are worth maybe 20, 30 bucks that I just don't want to grade, I'll send there as well. So now's the part where I literally have to go through this whole 700 card set just to pull out around 50 cards, I want to say. There is about 12-ish rookies that I'm going to pull out and grade. And then the rest of the rookie cards I pull out and separate and put them in penny sleeves and either send them to COMC or just hold them, see if any of those rookies end up being good. And then all the base cards, I just put back in the box, and I'm just going to probably let them sit in storage somewhere for a very, very long time. And I have like stuff we're going to rip too later on in the stream, but I have so many of these sets, I need to get through them. And so this is just a regular base set. We didn't get the gold star one this time. It's supposed to be 1 out of every 3 sets, but I'm calling BS. This is the 10th one I've opened, I think, or the 11th one I've opened, and we got 2. Actually, no, it's the 14th one I've opened. We only got 2, so you do the math on that. So usually I just pull all the cards out, stack them up, and then as I'm going through it, I'll put the ones I don't want back in the box. Some of you might be like, Matt, you're not wearing gloves. Generally, when I'm going through like large numbers of cards that are on top of each other, I don't wear gloves because it's really difficult to actually grip the cards and you end up just dropping them. It takes a long period of time. And in my opinion, there's a higher chance that you'll damage them because they're just flopping all over the place because you just can't control them. So I use my hands. And then when I go to, wipe the card down, I'll put gloves on at that point. And yeah, I do a little bit manhandle some of the other rookie cards that I'm not going to be getting graded. Not manhandle, but I just kind of throw them in a pile until I'm done going through the box. It really doesn't even look like 700 cards, but. So if you guys have any questions about cards, reselling, sneakers, business, consignment, whatever, this would be a great time to ask those since I'm just kind of going through this. And let me know, what are you guys doing these type of things? Are you opening boxes and sending cards to PSA? Are you buying already graded cards? I know there's a lot of different options when it comes to sports cards, but this is a method that I've been doing for a little bit now, and I think the route of getting the cards graded seems to be the highest profit and really offset a lot of the risk that people have who are just buying them graded already. Because buying card raw and sending it in, not only is the card appreciating itself over time, But once you actually get it graded, and hopefully if it comes back a PSA 10, there's that additional value on top of the fact that it already, increased in value over time. So, Matt, can you talk a little bit about basketball Panini Illusions and Chronicles boxes for resale? Do you still think they're going to go up in value and sell well on eBay? Yeah, so I don't know if you could see. I know that the camera's not the best here, but there, I got a bunch of Chronicles and Illusions that I just got in. That's not including the stuff I'm already sitting on, which is away. And so, as far as an investment, at this point, I'm going to recommend Chronicles a little bit more. It's definitely a better product than Illusions, but Illusions draws me in because of the price point. It is like just so low in price that by the time next season rolls around, they stop restocking it. It has no choice but to go up in value. But as far as from the product point of view, as far as like what you're actually getting and, the value of the individual cards, Chronicles is definitely going to hold up a little bit better as far as that. You can look at past year's Chronicles. What I do is I look up Trae Young and Luka Doncic and see some of their Chronicles cards, graded PSA 9s, 10s, and see what those are going for. And some of them are PSA 10 Lukas are going for like, 4, 5, 600 plus. So like that doesn't really line up with the fact that you could get a blaster box of this for like 45 or 50 bucks. So it just seems like a misvalue, because since it is overall a lower end and it's loaded with rookies and people think it's a cheap product, they just overlook it. And when I posted the investment video on TikTok specifically, just 90% people saying it's a garbage product, which I thought was funny considering the fact that, again, a Luka PSA 10 of, I believe it was the Marquee, that was like the specific card from the Chronicles, was going for like 500 bucks. And so the rate that this is going, Zion and Ja and Tyler Hero, maybe even like a couple other players could have cards that are maybe not that full value, but somewhere near there. So yes, I do think it's a good investment still, if you can get it for the right price, no doubt about it. I'm buying them up now just to kind of flip them. I'm already kind of capped as far as like how many I can basically afford to hold for a couple of months, but I'm buying them to sell. So actually, if you're interested in buying them, I have some to sell. Damn, it's hard to sort these and talk at the same time. Really misjudged this. But if you haven't already, please do thumbs up the video. I would appreciate it. And any questions you have, feel free to ask them at any time. Not just about cards, but about whatever you want. And I just think that people don't understand the amount of value that you can really just get from sending in cards to get graded. Like these sets, you're going to send in a total of around a little bit under 20 cards per set. So there's like 710 cards, and you're only going to send in 18 or 20. But those cards, if they come back a PSA 10, which if you know anything about Topps baseball, there's a high chance they come back PSA 10 just because they're in really good condition. Those cards can be worth 40, 50, honestly, even up to 150 each. And so even if you get a couple 9s and 1/8, whatever, I still think you can make $500 a box plus. I don't want to say too much about it, but that's what I think. But a lot of people are just buying them to sell right away, I guess, even though there's not really any money in that since they're very heavy. But a lot of people also, they're ripping too many boxes and they should be buying more raw cards. That's what I think. It's fun to rip boxes. You could pull some great stuff. The condition on a lot of it might be better because it hasn't been handled yet. But there's plenty of money in raw cards. I just got a submission back yesterday with a bunch of Mosaic, Zion, and Ja. Some of them I pulled, some of them I bought raw, and I got almost, I think over 2/3 of them came back 10s. And it was like mainly stuff I bought raw. So yeah, those are my thoughts on my prior investment and also some current investments. But there's one investment that I might make a video on. I'm not sure, but if you're on the live stream, I'm just gonna mention it for free now, and that would be Panini Mosaic NFL. Basically, it's the first year of NFL Mosaic product. This is a blaster box. There's a couple different forms of it, but the price is extremely low on it. And in the next couple of months, it's going to start to go up. It's going to be a repeat of what we saw with the basketball Mosaic. And so they're pretty cheap right now. I've been getting the blaster boxes for $40 to $45. I would say pay up to $45. And there's also hangers, and we have these cello packs. I don't really recommend cello packs for holding anymore, just because they're harder to move and they just appreciate the least, unless you have one of those sealed boxes of them. All right. Anyway, if you're on the live stream, I appreciate you taking the time to watch me go through some cards. And I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Are you invested in cards at all, even at this point? Maybe you're a sneaker reseller and you're just trying to learn more about sports cards. And if you should go into it, let me know in the comments. Kyle Lewis, that's one of the ones we're going to send to grading. Working on the Seattle Mariners. Luis Robert, that's the top rookie. I would say this card in a PSA 10 is going for like $125. So literally this card comes back a PSA 10. If it stays at the same price, doesn't appreciate, it'll pay for the entire set and more. I don't know how many rookies off the top of my head are in this set, but there's definitely a decent amount of rookie cards. No doubt about it. I mean, not all rookie cards are worth anything, obviously, but I just pull them aside. Sold out audience of 10. Willie Castro, that is another one we will be getting graded. Don't have enough space here. Pulling out another jumbo rag. All right, I'm going to put these cards over here. Gently. All right. Word. If you want to know my true thoughts, I think sports cards are a better business at this point than sneakers are. So you heard it here first. It's just more profitable. And also you don't have to, the inventory is physically smaller. It's easier to store, easier to transport, easier to manage. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the live stream. I am Matt Sokol, and today I'm going to be ripping and sorting through cards that I'm sending out to PSA to get graded, and which I will ultimately sell and make money on, hopefully. So if you have any questions about sports cards, reselling, sneakers, anything like that, feel free to ask them in the live chat, not the comments, the live chat. It's my first live stream in probably a year, almost a year. It's been a while. I saw someone ask a question. I got to finish this stack. I need to figure out how to get some music going on this live stream. Sports cards are just a hype. They'll drop soon again. I would say that is totally incorrect overall as far as big picture market. They're going to drop and rebound, but that's going to be more of the seasonality of sports, the interest of certain sports over the other. So we saw basketball end, we saw basketball cards decline in price, but we saw football start and we saw those cards go up. And it's going to be the same thing. There's serious money involved. I know people think it's just like random people buying and selling, but there's corporate money involved, business money involved, hundreds of millions of dollars coming from investment companies looking to buy sports cards and, collectibles like that as investments. And so once that money comes in, you know that it's more than just hype. And also it's so much money that even if a bunch of individual people stopped buying, it would really not even matter. I don't think there is enough demand long-term in comparison to the amount invested. Business money doesn't help you. Unique collectors, sealed product may be different, but cards don't know. Well, I definitely agree that a lot of these rookies and a lot of the current players, if you will, that maybe are doing good now, but aren't like one of the greatest to play the sport of all time, their cards aren't going to hold up in the long-term value. But I'm not buying cards to do that with. That's not my model. My model is to get the cards, get them graded, and then sell them. Maybe certain players, I'll hold it for, a little bit, but it's not like I'm buying graded Zion cards and I'm going to hold them for 30 years and think that that's a good investment, because I wouldn't say that that is a good investment. But overall, as a hobby, I do not see it declining immediately. Eventually, no doubt, everything goes up and down. But I see this being a current trend, something that's happening for the next, I would say, several years, 3 to 5 years. Especially like what we're seeing with Pokemon cards too. Like celebrities and entertainers and musicians are getting into it, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's not like people are just, messing around. Like, Logic spent $220,000 on that Charizard card. Like, you don't just do that like as a joke, like you do that because you think it's a legit, you think it's something that's going to hold value and it's something that is personal to you. Anyway, I do respect your opinion, but that's what I think about it. Because I've been doing this for like over a year, and I've seen it like continue to grow. Especially from like the resale community side. Like when I first started buying sealed boxes, it was like much less like resellers, if you will, were involved with that. I wish they just separated the rookies. They were just all next to each other. Saved so much time. Welcome to the live stream. If you have any questions, do write them in the live chat, and I'll be happy to answer them. Randy Rosarina. Sorry, I don't know how to actually pronounce that. But he just broke the rookie home run in a series record. I don't know. He hit a bunch of home runs. He broke some record. So that's a good card to have, definitely. And I'm going to be sending all of these ones bulk, which is like the slowest way you could send them to PSA. It's also the cheapest way. And right now it's looking like sending them bulk, which is normally a 45-day service, is going to be closer to 6 months, which would hopefully be around the time that the baseball season for next year starts, which would be perfect timing. Gavin Lux, that's another one we're going to be grading. Rookie on the Dodgers. So I don't deal with Pokemon at all, and it's not because I, don't like it or anything like that. It's just I don't have the experience with Pokemon. Like I've always just been more into the sports cards, and I don't really know much about Pokemon and all the different characters and stuff. I've definitely been seeing what the market's doing. I've definitely been like looking through it a little bit, but I've just decided that because sports cards is a little bit more in my lane, that's what I'm going to do. But a lot of people, and I would recommend it, like if that's what you're into and you're a Pokemon person and you don't really like sports as much, then definitely look into that. Like I thought about buying some Pokemon to rip, but it just like, what would be the point? I wouldn't even know what I was pulling out. Like it would be like, oh, a Charizard or just something else. Like that's pretty much all I know. I'll rip some Chronicles in a bit, Tuck. I got two blasters ready to go. Like, dude, I don't know. A lot of these products, they're just undervalued. People come in and they're buying it just to sell it right away, and people are ripping them. So once they stop the restock, people are still ripping them, and that's why the price goes up. Supply and demand. It's just simple economics, man. Like I would recommend, like if you don't know anything about cards, you've never gotten stuff graded, I would honestly recommend buying one of these sets, getting the supplies you need, and ripping one of them, pulling those 15 to 20 cards out that I'm saying it's worth to get graded, sending them to PSA, and then 6 months later getting them and making a bit of money. It's these boxes, the retail price is $60 on it, and I mean like that's just such a cheap entry into the game. We got a Trent Grisham card. That's another one we're going to be getting graded. Usually I do this quicker when I'm not talking. Definitely a learning experience for me. If you're enjoying the live stream, or even if you don't like the live stream, but you like me, definitely consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it. I just filmed my first professionally filmed videos the other day, 3 of them. So that was kind of nerve-wracking and exciting. And the first one, hopefully, will be going up tomorrow or Tuesday. And I'm going to be pushing more sports card content, even though people said they don't want it. How do you find news on when they stop restocking cards? Any good forums you recommend for info? So there are forums. I'm not going to lie. I don't use forums at all. I use a different community, which is basically Discord, which is an app that you could get on your phone, you could get on your computer. And there are these basically groups that provide information on different things. And there are a bunch of groups that provide card information. And so they offer a monitor. It's basically like a computer program, and it will show you when Target and Walmart restock online and the time that they do it and stuff. So once you stop seeing that after a period of weeks, you know, like, hey, it's done restocking. Also in store too. Just you hear people finding stuff in store through those groups. So once people stop finding stuff in store, you kind of, there's no like formal announcement that it's done restocking, but just once it dries up. I would recommend Card Brokers. They're on Twitter. Great group, a lot of information. And I'm a bulk buyer in there, so I buy sealed boxes from people. And yeah, dope group. So you could go on Twitter and type them in. And then I opened a Mega Mosaic box, and I had no idea what I was even looking at. Yeah, that's my fear. That's why I don't open Pokemon cards. Because you do that, and you know, you have a card that you think is garbage and it's worth money, and next thing you know, you put it in the spikes of your bike. Yeah. Are you a Pokemon guy, Daniel? I also pull out just Mike Trout cards just because he's the GOAT. All right, once I finish this box, I'll rip a box. I think maybe I'll do one box, go through it, and then rip an actual box. Yeah, so just stay in your lane. I don't mean like that in a mean way. I just mean do what you know. Nothing wrong with learning about it, you know, trying to learn about sports cards, but if you're more of a Pokemon person and it comes easier and it just makes more sense to you and you're able to tell what you're looking at, might as well just go with that. There's money in it, both things, you know. I mean, like, there's plenty of opportunity to buy Pokemon cards raw on eBay or other places and send them in to get graded. I know there's a lot of like the sealed promo packs that are like in this same kind of plastic wrapper here that you could like buy on eBay and send in to get graded. And the card group I just recommended, they also do Pokemon investments and such. Anyway, if you're new to the stream, even though I've said this a couple times now, welcome here. I'm ripping some boxes and sorting cards, sending some stuff into PSA to get graded and hopefully make some money. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the live chat. And also, thumbs up the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, something with Pokemon you can do is just because of, you know, there's a lot of older collectors that just have their stuff in binders, you know, in the plastic pages. And a lot of them may not really be aware of what's going on now, or they just don't, you know, they're not familiar with the grading part of it and stuff like that. And so if you could find those collections, buy those cards and just piece them out pretty much, send some out to get graded, sell some as is. There's a lot of opportunity with that. I mean, of course, you need to learn a lot. You have to spend a lot of time looking through eBay sales, but that's just kind of another unique way that you could get into it. and probably get some really good deals because some people, they don't really know exactly what they have. Bo Bichette, another one we're going to be getting graded. Definitely Facebook. There's definitely people selling on Facebook. But you do got to be careful because a lot of people might think they have something worth a lot of money and it's just not. They always think that their stuff's worth more than it really is. Dustin May, another one we're getting graded. Nico Horner, another one. So this is my stack of rookies that I'm not getting graded, that I'm either going to hold, sent to COMC to sell raw, or, well, just those two things. All right, so first complete set's done. That took hella long. Wow, 30 minutes. Jesus Christ. All right. We'll rip the Chronicles. Wait, let me see if I can move this camera maybe. I hope you're still there, Tuck. Honestly, I gotta get a scissor. So, I mean, I usually do try to just open these packs normal, but like sometimes they just don't open and I don't want to bend the card. So make sure there's no cards at the top. Really important. Otherwise, you're going to cut the cards. And then slide them out. Well, I guess it's backwards on the camera, huh? Damn. This is a Kemba Walker insert. Not worth much. Kyle Lowry inserted the same thing. It's a pink one now, which is still not worth much. Kendrick Nunn, rookie stars. Okay, nice. Oh no, never mind. I thought we had an error back, but there's another card under it. Jackson Hayes, Panini Donruss, and a Brandon Clark marquee. If you haven't opened Chronicles, it is totally loaded with rookie cards. Totally loaded. I think that's why a lot of people don't like it. They think it's like too easy to pull a rookie. I'm sure there's going to be high population numbers of graded cards from PSA as well. Joel Embiid, one of these inserts. Not really sure what these are called. What this insert's called. Darius Garland, Panini Threads. We got a Carson Edwards Crusade. It's nice. It's like a plastic card almost. We got a Tyler Hero playbook, another rookie, and then another Tyler Hero. What is this one called? This Essentials, I think. Essentials. I also like Chronicles because there's so many different like sub series inside the one set. Like there's just so many different cards. It's like just fun to open. Anyway, if you're just tuning into the stream, welcome. I am Matt Sokol, a reseller of sports cards, sneakers, and anything else you can imagine. Hopefully you enjoy opening some cards with me. Definitely need to get a better camera, no doubt. But we got a PJ Washington Jr. Prestige. So that's a rookie. Ooh, we got a Steph Curry Luminance, a pink one. That's cool. Probably worth a couple bucks. We got a what is this? Terrence Davis rookie and stars. I think this rookie and stars might be in blaster boxes only. I could be wrong, but I opened a lot of cello and I didn't see any of these, so that's interesting. We got another Luminance DeAndre Hunter, and we got a Ja Morant marquee. Which my hand got all over, but yeah, this is an example of a card that PSA 10. By the time the season comes back, I think it could be worth 150 to 250, maybe even a little bit more. But and pulled out of a $50 pack or box rather. And we still got another couple packs left here. We got a Jason Tatum. Okay, look at that. Another John Morant Panini Threads. That'll be worth a couple bucks as well, graded. Another insert. We got Kendrick Nunn Recon. Nice. Ooh, this is a nice one too. We got a Trae Young marquee, but a pink one. I'm not sure how I feel about getting a lot of second-year cards graded, but I don't know. For a couple bucks, maybe this one will be worth it. I'm going to answer the questions after I finish doing this, actually. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask them right now. Saku Diyumba Panini Threads. Running out of place to pit these. We got, interesting, a Steph Curry Prestige, another pink one to match the pink Luminance. Okay, that's dope. And we got a Kobe White rookie and stars. That's a nice one. He's another rookie that I sent a lot of stuff to get graded from. Goga, another rookie. Not really much as far as value. And then this is a nice one. We got a marquee Giannis. So that's probably worth $1, $2, $3. Jesus. Some of these packs be tricky. Zach Levine, one of these inserts. Eric Paschal, Prestige. What is this? Rui Hachimura Crusade. So like this is, I'm pretty sure at least this is the Panini Donruss. So this is probably like an update card. So certain players that their cards, they don't have it in time, I guess, to be in the original actual product. They put in Chronicles. There's also Prism, Optic, a bunch of other stuff. And then lastly from that pack, we got a Carson Edwards Essentials. So then we got this Saku Diyumba pink. Nice. DeAndre Hunter, rookie and stars. Carson Edwards playbook, and a Cam Reddish marquee. So there's been one marquee per pack, I think. Nice. LeBron James Panini threads. One of these Klay Thompson inserts. Jackson Hayes Prestige. This is a cool looking card. There we go. First Zion, baby. Zion XR. And then we got a pink Brandon Clark XR as well. Oops. The Zion just slipped. All right, so now I'm just gonna basically sleeve all of these, make room for the other cards, and I'll wipe down the ones that I'm going to send out to get graded. So like most of these rookie cards that from players that aren't like Zion and Ja and Tyler Hero and so on. I'll just sleeve and I'll just send them to COMC, sell it for $1, $2, whatever it is. And I think a mistake that people make is they're looking for like some sort of huge hit. And it's not just about pulling huge hits, like pulling one card that's worth a lot. It's about pulling a lot of cards that are worth a couple bucks each and ultimately recouping way more money than you spent. So like just because like, oh, there wasn't a Zion numbered out of 10, don't think that like it was a waste. Because I got one Zion, two Jaws, a lot of other stuff. And just those 3 cards alone, once you get them graded, even if one of them is a PSA 9, I'm still going to make back more money than that box just cost me. No doubt about it. A lot of people get disappointed. They don't pull big card and stuff like that. But you got to be careful if you're doing it for those reasons. I really like my 2 favorite cards out of this set probably are the Marquee, which is the one I have in my hand. I don't know. I just think it's clean. It has like this metallic finish on it, on the edges. And number 2 would be the Luminance, which is like the one that looks like this. It's just cool. It's just action shots. I don't know. I just like the way that it's designed. So, is there anything to look for in the Mega Mosaic box that I opened? Well, was it a NBA box or was it an NFL box? If it's an NBA box, you're going to want to look for Zion, LeBron, Ja, even some Giannis, Tyler Hero. There's plenty of other rookies that, depending on which card you get, could go for a couple bucks. I'll show you some of the cards I got back yesterday graded after I finished putting these away. I got back a lot of NBA Mosaic. So first, I just pull the stuff that I'm sending to COMC, grab it with my bare hands. Obviously, like, you want to touch the cards as little as possible, but just because you touch it doesn't mean you're 100% damaging the card. You got to understand. Anyway, what questions do you guys have? What percentage does COMC take? So when you send them the cards, depending on which service you do, I do the cheapest one, which is 100 card minimum, 30 cents a card. It takes a couple of weeks or a month or two for them to add it. And then once they sell the card, and you get the money and you go to cash that money out, I believe it is a 20% fee. So, but you can also spend that money, that credit on the site buying other raw cards, and you basically get the full value of it. But even though they get 20%, it's just like a lot of these cards are so low value that like 20% ends up being, 30 cents, 50 cents, even less. So like, that's just the most time efficient way to sell them regardless of that. Maybe the more expensive stuff, that's why I don't really send it to them as much. I appreciate everybody tuning into this live stream, watching me ramble and open cards. If you are enjoying it, do me a favor and thumb up the video. It will help my channel. When you thumb up videos, it pushes the YouTube algorithm to push that content more. Really just when you engage with the content. The more you engage overall, the more that YouTube will push it. So I appreciate that. Hey, Alex, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, bro, bounce to the moon. I'm just going to send this Trae Young in. I don't know. I just feel more comfortable grading first-year cards. And then sometimes there's like some players where like I'll just grade some of their stuff and sell it other times just because like I don't really want to send that much, but I want to send a couple. Opening any NBA Mosaic? No, I actually have no NBA Mosaic here. I just opened NBA Chronicles and I have some NFL Mosaic. I also have Illusions, but I don't really want to rip that one just because it's just like nothing amazing. I'd rather rip Chronicles or Mosaic. All right. Now I gotta do all these tops ones. Let me know in the live chat section if you're invested in sports cards, and if you are, how are you investing? Are you buying cards already graded? Are you buying raw cards to get graded? Are you buying raw cards to hold? Let me know your strategy. I'm just interested in seeing what other people are doing, trying to get a better read overall on the market. Yeah, Jam Masters is a good card. Is it a color? Is it a colored one or is it solid? I have a couple LeBron Jam Masters. I mean, they're not worth $1 million, but you can get it graded, and if it's a 10, you'll get probably, I want to say around $100 for a 10. Black and red. I would ask you to DM me a picture on Instagram so I could see it specifically. At Matt Sokol 1, that should be my Instagram. Send me a message with a picture of that card. I'll be able to help you out. Yeah, I just counted up yesterday. I currently have about 750 cards at PSA. So excited about that. Going to try to send them a couple thousand more, actually. Trying to ramp this up while we can. Any raw cards that I'm investing in? Definitely. I'm always buying cards to get graded. So even though it's not specifically a raw card per se, if you missed the beginning, I'm buying up these Topps 2020 complete sets, the green ones, which is the Walmart exclusive, and the purple, which is the Target exclusive. ripping them, sorting them like I'm doing now. And there's around 15 to 20 cards per box that are worth sending in and getting graded. And I'm sending them via bulk, which is the slowest and the cheapest way to get it graded through PSA. And I'm estimating that the PSA 10s of those cards are going to be anywhere from $40 to, I want to say, $150 by the time I get them back, hopefully around when next season starts. So that's a really low cost investment because a box of those, the retail is $60. You could buy it on eBay probably all in for like $80. There is also what you could buy is in that set is this pack of 5 cards. It's called like a rookie image variation set. There's 5 cards in there. People are selling, they're ripping those boxes and they're selling the sets out of it for like $20. That's still worth buying it to do it that way. As far as like other cards that I'm getting graded, like I just look for deals. I look for lower, cheaper cards. So I just recently bought a lot of Ja and Zion like insert cards that were only $5 to $15 a piece. That I think PSA 10s by the time I get them back will be like closer to 150-ish. My House is a good insert set to buy up because they're cheap. Dude, I even think it's worth it to rip Chronicles to send the stuff to get graded because like I mean you can get a box for $45-$50. There's 40 cards in it. You're barely paying over $1 a card. And you get a John Morant marquee like I'm looking at right now, and that comes back a PSA 10. That's $150 to $200. Plus there's a Zion, plus there's another Ja, plus there's plenty of other cards. And so like it's worth it. Where it's not worth it is doing card breaks. Like if you're gonna do it, just buy the box and open it yourself. This way you get all the cards. Also what's not worth it is buying cards that aren't currently like restocking, because those probably already appreciated in price because they're not restocking. The Chronicles, it's still restocking a little bit. It should end fairly soon, but the price is still low. So really it's just about value. Like it's just value. You want to find items that just have the best value, not necessarily most expensive or least expensive, but the best value. Which boxes? Specifically, which boxes? Like blaster boxes or hobby boxes or what? I'm not gonna lie, I ripped a bunch of Chronicles hobby boxes, which are dumb expensive. I mean, this is the problem with it. You're buying something and you buy it as a sealed investment, which is what I think it sounds like you're doing. And then the more time goes on, the more you want to open it. But if you're already holding it, and I mean, honestly, the Chronicles haven't really started appreciating yet because they're still restocking. But eventually, if you're holding it, like you've already made that investment in holding it and you don't want to rip it at that point because it's worth more money. So if you want to get some to rip, I would say buy another 2 boxes or something like that. Keep those 8 sealed. That it's a more safe investment, so to speak, because like it's sealed. And then, buy 2 boxes and rip them or something like that. But definitely like diversify it. Don't just just rip 100% of the stuff, Some products it's not worth ripping at all, and some there's decent value in. Yeah, for sure. It's just too fun to not open any boxes, but it's too much of an addiction. Like if you actually open all of them. Did you DM me a picture on Instagram, Daniel? All right, let me check it out right now. Yeah, so that's just a base Jam Masters card. So that's like the base version, nothing special, nothing extra. So depending on the physical condition, I mean, honestly, I see a scratch right off the bat on it. But if it was in perfect condition, I would say send it in. But I'm not sure. I got a couple back actually a couple days ago. Two base versions and then a mosaic version, which if it was in perfect condition would be worth a decent amount of money, but unfortunately it wasn't. The next card you sent is a blue reactive, which is a mega box only, and that's a Kendrick Nunn debut. So the NBA debut cards or even the NFL debut cards from Mosaic are typically not worth as much as the regular cards, but they still do hold the value. And when you have a variation like that, the blue reactive, and a decent player like Kendrick Nunn, I would probably send that card to PSA. Actually, I would definitely send that card to PSA. Mosaic basketball megas are restocked in Walmarts this week. Prices should tank and would be worth buying in the 150 range. They were selling at 275 to 300. Yes, 100% correct. They restocked them the other day, both in store and online. Only the mega box, and only at Walmart. And a lot of people got them online. A lot of people got them in store. Each store was supposedly got, I heard, like 15 to 20 boxes a store, which is a lot of money. The price dropped off right away. People, they're just buying it to quick sell, basically. They're just resellers. They don't have a specific interest in sports cards. They're botters. They're whatever. And so it's a great opportunity. It was one that I was going to mention. I don't know if I would make a video about it, but it is something that I will be buying up. I already have a price. I'm paying $145 on them. It's not quite that low yet, but that's what I'm going to be looking at. The price actually rebounded a couple bucks. I guess somebody probably got a bunch of them and just dumped them on StockX. But yeah, Mosaic basketball is going to be a good investment. Anytime there's a restock, that's a good time to buy. Definitely. Any questions about cards at all, feel free to ask them. Where I sell them, how the grading process works, how long it takes, how much time it takes to sort through all the cards, whatever you got. I'm starting something called Ripping Anonymous for anyone who's addicted to ripping packs. You probably get a lot of people to sign up for that, Sal. I'm definitely staying with Pokemon. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm even looking at. Yeah. As I said before, that's probably the move. I know it's Sunday afternoon or morning, depending on where you are, but if you have any friends that are probably not doing anything right now that are interested in learning about sports cards or making money or anything like that, and you want to share this stream with them, I would appreciate it. Trying to get more questions asked, honestly. I swear when I did this and I wasn't talking, it took me like half the time. This is taking years. Today, Junior? Today, Junior? Oh, man. Definitely hire someone in the future to maybe assist with the going through the cards. Sarah, You looking for a job? The tip jar one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luca Semantic is not a. Unfortunately, it's the wrong Luca. That's the only way to put it. Move this mic. You want that Luka Doncic. Yeah, unfortunately, the other Luka is not really worth much. Oh man, ran through 100 penny sleeves already. Jesus. Do you have any videos on how you use bots for your business? So, to summarize it, I don't use bots that much myself personally because I'm just not good at that. But what I am good at is finding people that are good at running bots and having them run their bots for me. That's one of my models. And it allows also me to just hopefully get more items overall because I'm outsourcing that work. That's where I say, like, know what you're good at. Like, I'm not good at botting. Not saying like I never run a bot. Like I happen to have one thing going right now, but I'm the wrong guy to ask about botting. I know about it, not good at it. So yeah, sorting through and grading cards, cleaning cards, prepping them, definitely time-consuming process, no doubt. That's why a lot of people don't do it. Not only is it physically time-consuming to sort the cards, but you got to wait a long time to get them back. And so if you can get that patience, or even just do the first step and get the cards ready and send them out to PSA, then you're in a good spot and you're ahead of most people. All right, so I need to move some of this stuff. Oh, here's a dope card I actually got. UFC. Damn, this camera just blurry, man. Hold on. Need that 4K, I guess. This is a UFC card, 2009. It is a John Jones rookie card, but can't see it that well, but in the corner here, it's numbered out of 88. So it's a John Jones rookie out of 88. Gonna be getting this graded from PSA. I also pulled the one Mosaic hanger I opened. I pulled a Tom Brady orange reactive, which I'm gonna send in as well. This is my box of stuff that's ready to go to PSA, but there's a lot of cards in here. Honestly, there's probably 400, but a lot more to go. All right. Let's see. KSR does really well in Walmart for botting cards. Yeah, that's what I'm running right now. I'm not having great success with it because even though it's good, it still comes down to you personally. And there's people that are better than me. They have better proxies, better resources, etc. What's the fee for grading roughly per card when you send them into PSA bulk? So I use a company that submits them for me. There's a bunch of advantages, which I'm not going to get into. Basically, just makes it easier overall. But they recently actually raised the price twice in the past, I would say, 9 months. So for PSA, the bulk, well, it depends the year of the card. If it's a 2017 or newer, bulk, I believe, is $15. It used to be 12, but they bumped it to 15 a couple weeks ago. And then actually, let me just pull up the list to make sure I'm not screwing this up, because they literally updated it a couple weeks ago. I mean, it definitely does affect, like, the price definitely does affect what cards I'm going to send there. If it was still cheaper, there'd probably be more cards that I would send. So bulk, which is pre-1971, so like that's old, or gaming, so Pokemon cards, $9 bulk. Bulk modern, which is basically, I guess, 1972 through 2016, is $10. So both of those are actually very affordable. But then where they get you is the ultra modern, which is the actual current stuff. So 2017 and newer, it's called ultra modern. That one is $15 a piece. And then all of those, the bulk is the 45-day, but it's not actually 45 days because it's backed up and delayed. I would say it's closer to 6 months, might even take a little bit longer or a little bit less. And then for some of the a little bit more expensive cards, I was using standard, which was a 20-day, so a little bit less than half the time of the bulk submission. And when I originally started doing standard, it was $20 per card, but they bumped it up to $25 a card. It's a lot of money. And then the express, which is supposed to be a 5-day, which actually probably takes closer to 2 to 3 weeks, is $65 a card. So that's definitely still worth it for the cards that are worth like hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars each. But yeah, that's that. Yes. Don't worry, I'm using the right proxies and everything. It's just like, I don't know. Just not as good with it. That's just how it is. Some people, they're just not as good. Yeah, so it looks like I'll show you what I got back from PSA actually. I hope you're ready. This is probably the most exciting part of the video. Oops. That jaw card's not gonna mint. Okay. So this is, I believe it's 29 cards. You know what? First of all, thumbs up the stream and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And actually, I don't know why this camera like won't focus correctly. It's kind of ghetto. Damn, this is horrible. Sorry, I'm gonna have to get a new camera. Yeah, this is a Zion Williamson Blue Velocity. Came back a PSA 10, which you can't see. Oh, there you go. And this card's worth around like $500. I paid $130 raw on eBay actually for it. This isn't gonna work. I'm just gonna hold them up. So that's the Blue Velocity. And I sent the 64 cards, and 46 of them came back PSA 10s. I sent a bunch of Ja Morant base 10s. Like, I think there's like a lot of them, 6 maybe. Sent a couple of those to auction as well right away. Ja Morant green mosaic 10, another one. Look at that, another one. Look at that, a pink 10, another pink 10. These are probably all worth around like 200 a piece. Zion 10s, Mosaic 10s, like stacks of them. Can't even fan them out enough. So yeah, these are all going to be held until the next season starts. I think during the off season, just in general, is a good time to start buying stuff. Again, I'm not buying these cards graded. I'm getting them graded myself. But I definitely do want to hold them until the season starts because I think they're going to appreciate significantly just from basically the increased interest of people watching the game. And if you're wondering about grading, let me actually drop the link in the live chat here of the company that I use because they've done a pretty good job. TC Sports Cards. Count them out. Do a great job. All right, so now I'm going to wipe down these cards that I'm going to send out to get graded. Put the gloves on. Or usually I honestly just use one glove. It's just really difficult to grip onto the cards. Sealed Mega Mosaic. Did you just buy them? Did you just get them on the restock? If you just got them on the restock, I'll definitely hold them. That's one I'm going to be looking to start buying. So I have like a small version of this micro cloth. There's other cloths, but this one seems to be the best. Like there's literally just like no surface on it to damage the cards. Some of the other ones are a little bit like rough and they could damage the cards. So, and I have them on a bigger version of the cloth. So generally I start with the back side. Fold it over one corner, hold it down. My hand's not on it, it's on the mat. And then you just gently wipe the card. Generally, I do like small little circles. Now, some people might say that this is stupid, but this is what I do. This is what I did to all the cards. I just came back 10s, and so this is what I'm going to keep doing. Then I grip it, flip it over, wipe the front side. Definitely make sure, look at it closely and make sure that you're getting off all the kind of almost like a dust, like the edges of the card, like the little pieces of paper kind of come off, and sometimes it sticks to the front of the card, so you want to wipe those off very gently. You don't want to damage the card. And then get the penny sleeve, pick the card up, put it in gently as well, and that is a John Morant marquee that we're going to get graded. And then you have to put it in another sleeve actually before you send it out. Need to open a box. These are top loaders, which is basically like a thick plastic case that protects the card. You're supposed to use what's called a card saver, which is just another brand of this when you send it to PSA, but there's a nationwide shortage, so they're allowing you to use these for the time being. So if you're holding the NBA Mosaic Megas from the original drop, that's kind of unfortunate because now you're going to have to keep holding it since they just restocked. So I would recommend just continuing to hold it until probably closer to the, Christmas time, and hopefully the prices rebound by then. Boom, first one down. We got this Panini Threads Morant. It's not like crazy valuable card, but I'm just sending in Any Ja and Zion cards that don't have like physical blemishes on them, basically. We got that Zion card right now. Wiping that one down. And literally sometimes wiping down my card can be the difference between a 9 and a 10. A lot of times they come off the line and maybe there's a small like little blemish or just some weird goop on the card, and rubbing it just gets it out right away. If you're just tuning in to the live stream, welcome. My name is Matt Sokol. I am a full-time reseller of sports cards and sneakers and many other things, and a content creator. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions about sports cards, reselling, or anything else, feel free to ask the question in the live chat. And yeah, just hopefully you're enjoying your Sunday. Just some chill vibes. I am a full-time reseller. This is what I do. Full-time. For about a year and a half now. Since I graduated college. So I decided I am going to send these Tyler Heroes in to get graded too, just because I like him. I think he did really well in the playoffs, and I think that as a 20-year-old guy, I think he has potential. So I'm going to send these in. Yeah, of course I'm going to send the Zion in. What do you think? I'm a fool? What are you trying to buy it from me? Yeah, no, just about all Zion and Ja I send in. Again, unless there's like a big physical blemish on it or something like that. Even if it's like a smidge off center, maybe just send it in. Like you can get PSA 10s with stuff that's off center. A couple of those mosaics that I got 10s, they're off center a little bit, but they don't have any other blemishes on them. I'm not gonna grade this Brandon Clark pink one. Sometimes you just want to double check them, especially like the ones where you really need it to come back as a 10, because you don't want to take a chance of there being some big blemish on it that you just didn't notice. And so like the Topps baseball cards definitely are just like better condition out of the box, but even then I still want to wipe them down. Like you just like anything you can do to try to improve the condition of the card, improve your chances of a 10, like that's what you got to do. Like I'm not going to spend all this time doing it and then just skimp out on something that could help me actually increase the value. How's it going? It's going pretty good, man. Been going through some cards, talking about sports cards, reselling, my strategy, some of my investments. How are you doing? cards good so far? I mean, yeah. Since I've been doing it for probably, I mean, I used to buy and sell cards when I was like a kid, but I'd say I've been doing it for like the last year and a half when I started, and it was more like sealed boxes and stuff. But yeah, sending cards in to get graded is definitely something that you should consider. So I'm just gonna wipe them and penny sleeve them, put them in this box, and then I'm just gonna put them in the top loaders later. Honestly, save some time. When do you think Chronicles is going to go up? So there's two answers to that question. First is when it fully stops restocking, because it still is restocking a little bit online. And so as long as there's more supply coming in and the demand is staying the same or decreasing, the price isn't going to do anything. So once they stop restocking it, and also when the next NBA season starts, because since the season ended now, the market overall just declines. There's less interest in it, etc. As you know, just makes sense. It's just really intuitive and just something that you could predict. And so my target for any of the NBA stuff, even the graded cards and all of that, is just once next season starts. Off season is the worst time to sell stuff and the best time to buy stuff for just across the board, really. So hopefully that helps you understand in the future just when things are going to go up and down. And I also earlier I said that another good current investment, which actually might be a little bit shorter term than the Chronicles or any basketball, is the NFL Mosaic. There's two blaster boxes right behind me here. And it's the first year of NFL Mosaic. And the prices are pretty cheap. It's restocking a lot right now. But towards the Christmas time, towards the football season gets, towards the postseason, and when they're on to a different product, they're not restocking Mosaic anymore, it's going to go up. I don't know if you guys saw, I don't even remember how much, well over $10,000 buying and holding the NBA Mosaic products. And so NFL is going to be no different. I don't know if it's going to hit the same price point. It might be a little bit less. But you can buy boxes now for anywhere between $40 to $50. And there's no doubt it's going to be at least, I would say, $75, $80, maybe even pushing $100, because it is, it is first year product. This is that big money card, that Luis Robert. Hopefully we can get a couple 10s. And I'm opening so many sets, I'm going to get, 50 of each card. So even if a couple aren't perfect condition, I'll definitely get multiple 10s for each one. At least I would hope. What do you think about Jordan Mocha Ones as a whole, though? So Jordan Mocha One, if you don't know about shoes, it's releasing on Halloween, October 31st. And it's a very, very hyped shoe. It's the closest looking shoe to the Travis Scott Jordan 1 that came out. And so people are super excited about it. Partially for that reason, and partially just because it's a nice looking colorway, 100%. And so there's supposed to be decent stock on it. Who knows if that's actually true or not? A lot of people are going to be going for it a lot. The resale predictions are expected to be pretty good. like $250 to even $400. It's kind of hard to say on a shoe like this where there's a lot of hype going on with it. It makes it harder to predict because stock becomes so much more important. It's definitely a good hold. But I mean, it does depend on what the price is after the drop and the stock. But generally, I think it's going to be a good hold. My only issue with it is because it is already so hype. You might want to be careful with it. One of the reasons I like the Smoke One Jordan Gray that I invested in was because like when I did that, like people weren't investing in it. I know recently Sneaker invested in it, and there's a lot of videos on Jordan 1 Light Smoke Gray as an investment. But like when I posted it, like everyone was talking about Royal Toes, Core Purple, and even a little bit Pine Green. And I'm like, okay, people are overlooking this. So it's not, I don't know. You got to just also see what other people are doing. And I'm not saying don't do something just because other people are doing it also, but you got to be careful because if there's so many people pumping money into mochas, which there might be, it's going to inflate the price right away. And that's going to negate the overall value that you're getting from it, if that makes any sense. Noir Unions. I don't know. I haven't had a great experience with holding the more expensive shoes just in general. Like, yeah, they can go up, but there's so many less buyers on the market for shoes over that $500 price point, or especially over that $750, $1,000. The higher it goes, the less people are interested. That's why like the Chunky Junkies, in my opinion, didn't really do good because the price point was just dumb high, basically. So I'm not saying the Union's a bad hold. It's going to go up in value, but it's like the way I see it, it's not just about what's going to go up in value. Like many things are going to go up in value. It's about what's the best value that you can get. Like what's going to go up in value the most over the shortest amount of time. So it's a balance of not just value, but like time as well, if that makes any sense. That's why I like cards. Even though it might take 6 months to, get these cards back and sell them, where maybe I could buy a shoe and sell in 3 months, the return on the cards is going to just be so much greater. So that's just my opinion. It's just so much money to have tied up in one shoe. You could be using that on an ongoing basis to buy and flip other stuff. So it really also depends how much money you have. If it's preventing you from buying other stuff, then that's kind of an issue. Yeah, biohacks. I decided actually to sell mine because I thought the market price was just too high. It seemed like it was a little bit high for the colorway. I like the colorway personally, but it is funky and it just didn't really make sense. So I let those go, and maybe in a couple months, if it's around the same price, I'll consider reinvesting. Because what happens is people think it's a good hold. They hold it. They see the price doesn't go up. They get impatient. They dump it. The price goes down. So it's just a really weird game about the holding game has a lot to do with other people and what they're doing. Hopefully that answered your question. If it did, give the stream a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thanks. Justin Bieber Crocs. That's a great question. So I got 10 pairs of those, 125. That's actually the most I've heard of anyone hitting. I heard of a couple people with 100, but 125 is nuts. Bro, this is exactly like, it's just nuts. It's all about what other people are doing. And because of the fact that other people are broke boys and are immediately selling, it crashes the price. But like, you got to understand that from the market, people that are buying those shoes to wear them, like they're not all going to flock to StockX and buy it right away. Like they probably don't even know it dropped. So like it's about over the next couple of weeks and over the next couple of months. And especially like, in springtime and once it gets warmer out again, like that's just what it comes down to. It's a great hold. It's barely going above retail. I actually posted an ad that like, I'm going to buy some more at retail because they're $65 shoes or $55, whatever it is. And the Bad Bunny ones, meanwhile, are going for racks, which makes no sense. I barely know who Bad Bunny is, to be honest. Yeah, I think Justin Bieber ones are definitely a hold. And it just comes down to market stupidity and people just buying to buy, basically. Like, if you can't afford to hold an item for 2 weeks, like, maybe you shouldn't buy it. But yeah, I mean that's a lot of pairs to hold, so it depends. I mean, if you have like plenty of money and it's not gonna take anything away from future drops, sit on all of those. Like they're gonna in 6. I don't want to give an exact date. In 6-9 months, they're gonna be like double. I would think. Like it just. I also look at the volume of how many pairs sold on StockX and compare it to other shoes. So like I looked at the Bad Bunny Crocs. I saw they sold like 4,500 pairs. First of all, I said that's dumb low. That's not a lot of pairs if you compare it to Jordans, Yeezys, etc. Maybe it's a lot for Crocs. And yeah, so obviously Justin Bieber a lot less pairs. You would assume they probably made more pairs of the Bieber one than the Bad Bunny one, but like it just doesn't. It just didn't add up to me. It just seemed like it was a mismatch. And even then, like, dude, we're talking about a goddamn Croc that costs no money. It's as cheap as you could get for a shoe, basically. So I mean, definitely hold them. I'll be holding mine. I would maybe even hold the Bad Bunny ones. They're already going for that much money. Maybe they're dumb limited. Yeah, same. Unfortunately, the only Croc I hit prior was the Luke Combs slides, which were another example of a big brick. But I'm still sitting on those too. I don't know. Croc seems like something that a lot of people like probably don't want to sit on because it's a Croc, but like that's where the opportunity could be. That's why everyone's quick selling. They're like, I don't know about a Croc. Like, I don't know why it's bricking. Well, it's bricking because everyone's selling their pairs and there's not as many people buying them because they don't know about it yet. You know, it's not like it's a Jordan release where like people that actually want it are like, you know, on their phone every time taking the L on sneakers. Like, I don't know. Crocs is just different. Dude, I would rather hold those Crocs than certain Yeezy 350s. It's just about the value, man. It's such a low price point. It doubles in price, you know, in a short period of time. You know, your Yeezy is not going to double in price in 6 months, but your Croc could. People don't get that. They don't understand that. They don't understand like the value point that I'm trying to push. Like, you know, there's plenty of stuff that you can buy and make money on it. It's not that difficult. It's just about making the most with the time you have. Dude, definitely hold them. But like don't get spooked if the price goes down a couple more dollars. Like there should theoretically just be more people in the market for a cheaper shoe too. I mean, like a casual fan of Justin Bieber might spend $150 on a Croc, but they don't want to spend $350 on a Yeezy, you know? I don't know why this was in the pile because I'm not going to grade this one, but well, this was the first time I've ever streamed and sorted cards, and thought I'd be able to do a lot more cards. What's up, Everett? How you doing? I bought those sets off Me the 10. Nice, bro. I'm not exactly sure which one you are because I bought a lot of lots of 10, but I appreciate it. I've been buying up a lot of these to rip and to get graded, and so thanks for doing business with me. All right, so I guess finally finished one complete set and one blaster box. It only took 1 hour 40 minutes. That's nuts. Chef Steve. All right, word. Yeah, I know who you are. Thank you. I appreciate that. If you get any more sets, let me know. All right, time to take the glove off. Whew. Thank you for tuning into the live stream. I appreciate it. My name is Matt Sokol. I'm a full-time sports card and sneaker reseller. And thanks for joining me in today's live stream of ripping some cards. I'm not ending it. I'm just saying thank you to anyone who may have just tuned in. Probably will go for, I don't know, a little bit longer. If you have any questions, I answer all questions for free. That's right, free. I know a lot of you are paying for cook groups and you're paying for information. Well, guess what? I provide whatever I have for free. So feel free to ask any questions in the live chat. Make sure you thumbs up the stream and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any friends that would be interested in learning more about what I'm talking about now, or any friends that are just not doing anything because it's Sunday, they're just vibing, they're lazy, definitely share this live stream with them. I do appreciate it a lot. And I'm super excited to get some videos up this week. I recorded some videos with a videographer this past weekend, and so I'm super hyped that the quality of the content is going to be great. I know the quality of this live stream sucks because apparently you need a 4K camera to have any good visuals on a live stream. So I will try to get one of those for the future. But yeah, so I guess I'm gonna. All right. I'll rip a box. I'll rip a box of the NFL Mosaic. I have not opened a blaster box of NFL Mosaic yet at all. Also, I don't know football as well as I know the other sports, so I might pull a good card and not even know it. Sorry, I was just checking something. We got Patrick Mahomes on the front of the box, and yeah, I opened a one hanger. I pulled a Tom Brady orange, which was a pretty decent pull, I think, worth like $30. So we'll get that graded. Right, got a base, Gardner Minshew base. Too bad it wasn't last year, and a Patrick Mahomes MVP. That's nice. Nothing special, just a regular base one, but maybe worth getting graded. I'm not really sure. Oh, this is definitely worth getting graded. Got game Patrick Mahomes green. That's dope. I mean, not a crazy hit, but definitely worth a couple bucks. Probably get that graded. I mean, at least all the LeBrons of these got game and MVP are going for money. So I think maybe some of the top players in football that'd be going for a couple bucks as well, especially the, parallels and variant versions of the card. So that was pretty good for first pack, honestly. Okay, another base. Another base. I guess there's two base pack. Ooh, what? Daniel Hunter. We got a Aaron Donald Mosaic. Don't think that's much good, honestly. And then they sneak in these things. You think you get an extra card, but it's not. I don't know. It's some free giveaway entry BS thing. What do you do? Or wait, let me see. I got a PSA guy who's cheaper than PC Sports and Gem Mint. That's cool. Definitely interested in checking that out. You could drop the link in the live chat. So far, I just use PC Sports. I've had no issues with them. They're great. They're actually like super close to me physically. So I send stuff. It gets there very quickly and vice versa. What do I do with Supreme inventory that just won't sell? That's the $1 million question. The $1 million question is what to do with Supreme stuff that won't sell because there's so much of it. It's crazy how much stuff like you can't even sell it on StockX because there's just no one wants it. Especially if it's like open or used and StockX won't take it. I would recommend trying to sell those type of items on like selling apps. So like Mercari, Poshmark, even eBay, Let Go, like that type of stuff. I send some of my Supreme like clothing to a consignment shop. They move super slow. Sometimes they sell stuff, but like it's really the reason I don't deal with Supreme at all. Like even the box logos, I just got a couple of them. Like there's not much money on the table for those. So yeah, Supreme is just I got out of Supreme a while ago, generally speaking. Yeah, I can't pay people to buy some of the stuff. Yeah, I feel you. I actually, one of the shirts I did a giveaway on YouTube and gave it away for free just to get rid of it. Like literally, that's just welcome to Supreme. All right. Jordan Hicks base, Philip Lindsay base, Jordan Love rookie. That's nice. And oh, this is cool. I don't think I've seen one of these. A flea flickers, like an insert. Gardner Minshew, Leonard Fournette, and DJ Chark. DJ Chark. That's cool. They didn't have a version of this for the basketball. A lot of these insert sets in the NFL is the same. Wow, that's funny. They held your comment because it had the word shit in it. Okay. Oops. All right. I don't know what I just did. I tried to approve it. I accidentally rejected that comment. Anyway. All right. Let's see what else we got. Damn. Another one of these goddamn code things. Okay. We got Devin Singletary. Derrick Henry. Ooh. We got a little Eli Manning going on. Put that one aside. And then we got a NFL debut J.K. Dobbins green mosaic. So that's right. Like to get those different colored cards, you know. Boomer Esiason. Okay, interesting. Larry Fitzgerald. Okay. Justin Jefferson debut rookie. If you don't know, again, the debut card that says debut at the top is generally a like kind of a second string rookie card and not as valuable as like the regular mosaic rookie card. And then, we have an old school insert of Eli Manning. So nice. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I hope you like the channel. I'm trying to provide content that no reseller seems to provide. Seems like people, they give you specific information. They don't actually teach you how to think for yourself and like, you know, make your own decisions. So that's what I'm trying to teach people, to understand the actual business side of reselling so you can make your own plays, understand things, and all of that. So, all right. Let's see what we got. John Elway. Wow, they're throwing in a lot of these old guys. Howie Long. This is like half the pack just old players. Donovan McNabb. That's just strange. We got a Matthew Stafford green mosaic. Not bad. They put these cards in every pack, I guess. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I've been doing this for almost 2 hours, so if you could thumb it up, that'd be great since there's only 10 thumbs up. Okay, Earl Thomas, Aaron Jones, Jerry Jadu. Oh, nice. We got another one of these flea flicker inserts, but we got one for the Cowboys. Yeah, for the Cowboys, and it's a mosaic. So we got Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, and Amari Cooper on there. That's nice. I'll have to check the value to see if something like that's worth grading, but that's definitely a nice card. And this is the last pack of the blaster box. Dan Marino, Nick Bosa. Okay. We got a Rob Gronkowski, green, Mosaic. And that's it. So, honestly, probably the best card to come out of it is the Mahomes. I'm not going to actually touch it. Mahomes got game green. Send that in to get graded, and I guess we'll have to see what it's worth. What box do you ship to UN? That is another great question. I'm super excited because I get the same questions over and over and over again, and now I finally hired someone to help me make videos. I'm literally making not only one, I'm making like 2 or 3 videos specifically about shipping shoes, or just shipping items in general, rather. So that's going to be in the next 2 to 3 weeks. I have that one scheduled to be recorded, where I'll do a full video explain, like, not only showing you, but explaining like why you need to do it a certain way. Literally, the Home Depot boxes, the small ones are great. Like the single shoe size boxes are great. If you're sending a big shipment, the jumbo ones are garbage. Those boxes are way too thin to send big shipments in. I use the Home Depot extra strength 24 by 20 by 20 boxes. If you buy 6 of them at a time, it comes to like $3 a piece. They're like at least double the thickness of those Home Depot ones, and they're literally just the best boxes around. Home Depot boxes, again, people use them because they're the cheapest boxes. The smaller size boxes are fine if you're sending like shoes or something like that. But if you're sending the big box, definitely don't use them. Always have them be destroyed when they get to me from people that use them. No, UN is Urban Necessities Consignment Shop. Do I buy card boxes sealed to rip or to hold and invest? I do a combination of both of those things. I mean, to be honest, if I wasn't live streaming right now, I probably wouldn't like be ripping NFL Mosaic, but I just was like, I have a bunch of boxes. Let me just rip 1 or 2 of them. But certain products I do rip, definitely. All these complete sets I'm ripping. I'm not holding them sealed or anything, ripping them. Piecing out the cards, sending it to get graded. But then, yeah, like NFL Mosaic, I'm holding. Like, I'm just, you got to rip 1 or 2 of them, especially if you have a bunch. Chronicles, I felt like it was undervalued, so I did rip a decent amount of those, but I'm holding them. Illusions, I think it's undervalued, but I don't think it's a great rip, personally, so I'm buying those to hold. And it's really just on a case-by-case basis based on the current prices. I try to only rip stuff if I think it's a good value for what's in the box. So, like, I'm not going to hold something for 3 months and then be like, oh, let me rip it, because, like, what would be the point? Like, I could have just ripped it right away, sent the cards out to get graded, and etc. Okay. So, all these base cards, gonna just basically just put them in a box in one day, go through it, and maybe it's worth a couple bucks. Ooh, Tap Sapphire. That's a good one. So I got 3 boxes on release. I ripped 1 box, which shortly after I ripped it, I'm like, wow, this is horrible value because it's only 36. It's only 36 cards. For like $330 with the tax. I ripped 1. I pulled a Luis Robert rookie Sapphire, which was gas. Sent it to PSA Express. But the rest of them, I'm holding. I'm buying them up to hold as well. Definitely undervalued. I mean, it's literally going for basically retail with the tax right now. So, yeah, I would hold those as well. Hard to give you an exact date on it. Again, like, we might not see much happen with it until the following season starts. But, I mean, like, breakers are pushing them and people are ripping a lot of them. So, I don't know. I think I'm just going to send in the Mahomes got game. Actually, you know what? This MVP looks like it's pretty clean. It might be a 10. So I'm going to pull those 3 cards and from that box to send into PSA to get graded. Send them to COMC, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm not, wrong box. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about weighing those boxes specifically. All right, I know I sleeved those without wiping them for some reason, but let's wipe this last one down. I have a lot of these got game inserts from the NBA set at grading, specifically the LeBron ones. Actually, let's flip it over. Make sure it's in good condition. Yeah, it looks pretty clean, pretty sharp. All right, we got a bot in the chat, so I'm going to delete that because that's just fucking vulgar. Oh, great. I didn't know there was bots on live streams. Nice, nice. It's garbage. like, why, bro? I'm ripping card packs. Why? Report. All right. Let's get those freaking bots out of here. I don't know, man. Honestly, I wouldn't have ripped a box just to open one pack. Like, I would never do that. Just doesn't seem like good value. All right. Let's move on to another set. Another Topps complete set. Maybe we'll get the gold stars. All right. We got the 5-card variation pack. Put that to the side for when I get all of those and go through those. Got the 5-card foil pack. Let's see what we got here. Maybe something good. The best one I pulled so far was a Trent Grisham, who's a rookie. And I've opened probably over a dozen of these foil packs. So hopefully we can get a Bo Bichette or Luis Robert or something. All right. Julio Urias. Oh, just as I said it. Well, not who I said, but Gavin Lux. That's beautiful. Beautiful. It's probably worth over $100, honestly. No, I'm gonna wipe that one down, actually. That's gas. That's heat. That could be worth a couple $100 graded. Stephen Vogt, Matt Carpenter, and Josh Hader. I actually caught a foul ball off of Matt Carpenter during the 2013 All-Star game at Citi Field. Fun fact. So all these foils generally are worth, $1, a couple bucks a piece, depending on who they are. But the really good ones you want to send out to get graded, especially if it's of a good rookie, because they're numbered out of 264. So Gavin Lux is one of the rookies that we're sending in even the base cards. So the foil board is definitely good. What do you think about the Los Angeles Lakers 2020 NBA Finals champions Panini box? That's cool. More of a personal item, as just like you're a Lakers fan, you want to buy it to collect it. As far as like resale or investment, don't see much, if any, value in that at all. Doesn't really seem doesn't seem like a good investment. But thank you for the question. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them. I'm gonna clean this Gavin Lux card immediately. Get it sleeved up. I think I just put this on backwards, but also I recommend like shaking out the micro cloths after a little bit, because the little pieces of like paper fiber when you wipe the card down like comes off and gets stuck on it. So if you just like pull it out and you just start like smacking it, it'll basically just get clean pretty quick. Wow. Oh no, okay. It's number 246 out of 264. Thought it was numbered 264. Damn. That's probably the best. This is definitely the best pull out of all the ones I've opened so far. All right. Fire. All right. We have a base set again. I wanna open another foil pack, so I'm just gonna open another one of these. All right, we got another one of these rookie variation, and we have another foil pack. With on the front is the Chicago White Sox as a team. I pulled a bunch of team cards out of this. I'm not sure if the numbered team cards go for much. Probably not. Have one glove on, but okay. White Sox team: Mike Moustakas, okay, Alex Colomb, Brett Phillips, and Chance Sisco. So nothing good at all out of those. Send these to COMC, get a couple bucks. And let's see, another base set, dude. The math that Walmart's saying does not add up. One out of every 3 sets is supposed to be a variation set, and I've opened like 15 of them, and I've only gotten 2. So, all right. Take this glove off. It's hard to get them out of the box. Thank you for watching the live stream and supporting me. I appreciate it. If you have any questions at all, feel free to ask them in the live chat area. All right, so if you missed it, the first box I went through, I go through it and I pull out all of the rookie cards, and then there's about a dozen rookies that I put aside, which I'm going to send out to PSA to ultimately get graded. So this is a great time to ask any questions if you have any, or to thumbs up the video and subscribe to the channel. Either way. Luis Robert. It just blows my mind. That card's going for $120. PSA 10, the same exact card. The whole box costs $120. Okay. Or the whole box costs $60, rather. I think I'm going to do another 15 or 20 minutes of this stream and then probably call it a day. Right. This box is full of non-rookie cards. Close it up and look at it again in 20 years. Next empty box. There's a lot of rookie cards in this total set. This set's a great investment, honestly. Kyle Lewis, we'll grade that one. Thank you for tuning into the live stream. My name is Matt Sokol, a full-time reseller of sports cards and sneakers, and today I am sorting through some cards that I am ultimately going to be sending out to PSA to get graded and hopefully make some money on as well. So thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to write them in the live chat. And hopefully you're enjoying your Sunday. Trent Grisham, we'll send that one. Hopefully the volume is working. Let me know in the live chat if you could hear me. Just had a little microphone issue there. Pull this out of a box. Zion Williamson, gold metallic, number 1 out of 11, graded a BGS 8.5. Those of you who are watching, I'm curious to know what you're investing in when it comes to sports cards. Are you investing in graded cards? Are you sending out cards to get graded? Are you buying sealed boxes? What are you doing and what's your strategy? So I think Chronicles, the sealed boxes that I'm holding, the investment that I recommended, is going to go up probably around the time that next season starts. It's not just about is it still restocking, but it's also relative to the season, the interest that like people that are going to actually be opening the boxes have. And so if you're holding really any sealed basketball, I would say next season would be the best time to sell that, which it looks like it's supposed to be in January. Of course, it could get changed, but that's what it looks like as of now. Boba. Dustin May, gonna grade that one. So this is like the 5 or 10 minute warning. So if you have any last minute questions, definitely ask those now before you lose the opportunity to. Nico Horner, grade that one. Like I said, there's only around 12 actual normal rookie cards that are going to be worth grading. But that's all you need to make money on the box. I appreciate everyone who's watched this far and everyone who tuned into the live stream. It means a lot to me. It really does. Trying to grow the channel, trying to add value to people's lives, and really just trying to create content that helps people further and better themselves. So if you haven't already, definitely make sure to thumbs up the video and make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you've already done that, then sorry for bothering you, but I got to remind some people. Anyway, this is the part of the stream where it's no longer going to be a stream because I'm ending it. Again, I appreciate everyone who's watched this far, anyone who may be rewatching it, and I definitely have learned from doing this live stream, and I will try to get a better camera so you guys can see stuff, including me, a little bit more clearly. Everything's a little bit like washed out with white almost. And also, I'll try to just set it up a little bit better so you can see the cards a little bit more clearly. So that's pretty much it for today. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Stay good, and I'll catch you in the next one.